Hey guys, it's Jen from beautyriotx, and today we have a really big haul to go through and a little funness towards the end. More funness, let's put it that way. All right, so the first thing is the P. Louise times, I don't even know what this is called. What is this called? The Nude Palette of the Year. But as you can see, there is so much written on this, I don't actually know what this is called. If you're not familiar with P. Louise, she's the one who put out all of those like bases. The P. Louise base, like eye base. Right off the bat, my first gripe about this is there's just too much going on here. It's just too much. It's just too much. Kind of a pain to open. I'm wondering where I'm going to store this, but I have no complaints about the colors. I mean, this is a beautiful palette. I've used like 2 or 3 colors for my eye look today, just like for some blending purposes, but I'm very excited to play with this. I'm all about basic palettes. The next thing, also from P. Louise, is the Secret Sinner palette. I've been dying for this for years, and I always have it like on search on my Mercari and Poshmark, but like everybody always wants like $75, $85 for it. I'm like, no, it's not even worth, it's not worth that much. Well, when I went on to look for the P. Louise stuff, this was on sale for like half off. I think it was like 25 or 30 bucks, or maybe like 25 pounds, whatever that is. Yeah, I'm very excited about this. I've heard great things, but one and only beef with this one, I mean, these shades are the exact same thing. I mean, they're completely identical. I don't know if it was a mistake or what, but they're identical. I didn't order this, but this was free with my P. Louise purchase. This is the Let's Be Real Eye Basic winter edition of her eye bases. Now these are all like pastel colors. I've heard good and bad things about these eye bases. Some people say they love them. Some people say like they're nothing special. I am gonna try them though. I don't know how I'm going to try them because they're all like pastel colors. So I have to figure out how to actually use this, but I'm excited to try it. Next is a really a large amount of Danessa Myricks. Is it Myricks or Myricks? I'm so sorry, I don't know. I'm not gonna swatch everything because I literally have so many things. I don't want this video to be like an hour long. But anyway, I got 3 of her Vision Flush lip, cheek, and eye colors. These are all like matte finishes. I'll swatch like a handful of things here and there, but I can't swatch everything. I'm gonna show you the one I'm probably most excited about. It's the shade Sweet Nectar. Now I got half of this stuff from a like professional like website, like for makeup and stuff like that. I got a discount on some of them, again, because I have a professional license. Some of these things I did actually get from Sephora too as well, which is another place she sold. Or on her website you can get her stuff. Well, first I'm gonna show you this Sweet Nectar shade. I mean, it is, like, you don't need a lot of this, and it's sheer, but oh my gosh, like I don't know what, it's not gel, it's cream, but I mean, it's gorgeous. I mean, it blends out matte and seamless. Like, I'm very excited to try these. I do want to make sure though that they'll go on top of like powder, because I always set my makeup. We don't need to talk about that now, but I got Sweet Nectar, Ballet Slippers. With Ballet Slippers is like a nude, warm, peachy shade. Then Bread and Butter is a bit more on the pink side, but again, neutral. And then Sweet Nectar was the one I just showed you, which I'm really excited to try because I love a good orange blush. The next is, this wasn't the shade that I wanted, but the shade I wanted was sold out. I wanted the shade Soulmate. This is the Twin Flames Microchrome Pigment for eyes and face. I do have an issue with this. I mean, okay, first off, I mean, I don't have an issue with the shade because of course you're not gonna be able to see exactly what shade this is because of my lighting, but it's got like a green, yellow shift to it. Yeah, you're not gonna see any, all you're gonna see is gold. That's not it at all. Next is the Illuminating Veil Liquid Highlighter in the shade Light. Her actual range is pretty big for this. I think there's like 6 or 7 of these, but on certain websites you can only find like half of them. So this was the one that I felt like would suit me best. And it honestly, it looks very silver. And when I opened it, I was like, oh man, I'm like, is this seriously silver? But it blends out. And it does like the glass. I mean, that does look really silver. Oh crap. So what I did was I ordered the warmer light one, and I'm gonna mix them because that one seemed like a little too like warm, like too gold. And this is a bit silver. So like in some ways when I turn it, you can't see the shift, like the silver at all. It just looks really nice and like wet. But then when you go straight on, you can see like the silver. But again, the lights. If I didn't have the lights in my face, you probably wouldn't be able to tell. Like I can't tell just by simply looking at it. Oh, and the Twin Flames is like waterproof and stuff. So once you apply this, it doesn't come off. Then I decided to get some of her Vision Cover foundations and concealers, whatever. Now, the interesting thing I found was that this is N4 or number 4. I got this from Sephora, and this was, I'll write on the screen. And you get 0.3 fluid ounces in here. I was like, oh. And then I ordered this one from my like professional site that I just told you about. This is number 3. And I actually ordered number 5 to get, or 4.5 because I really wasn't sure of the shade. And this is ½ an ounce. So I didn't realize there were differences in sizes, but luckily I got a discount on the big ones and I paid full price for this one, but whatever. I'm very excited to try them because on her Instagram, these look incredible. So the claims for the foundation are waterproof, apply with fingers or brush, sponge. You can wear it natural, sheer, or full, or as just a spot concealer. Like I said, I got 4.5, 4, 3, and then on the professional site, it's called Camera Ready Cosmetics. Anybody can shop on it, but if you have a professional license of some kind, like in the beauty industry, you get a pro discount. So these were $5 each, and these are 2.5 milliliters, but they're all different shades of her Cream Vision Cover Concealer. So I got 4, 2.75, 7, and 2. So yeah, I'm really excited to try all these. And again, I'm gonna be using all the Danessa Myricks stuff in a video. This is for you, Danessa. The next is something I actually found at Marshall's recently. It's the, Milk Makeup Sunshine Skin Tint. I got the shade Light because that's all they had, but I just saw like they re-released maybe new shades or like a new formula on Sephora's site, so I thought maybe this is relevant. Shade is probably a little light for me, but it's supposed to be like sheer, so I'm hoping I can get away with it. But I mean, I love a good like oil-based anything. I hate the roller, but it's kind of adorable. But and you get 0.7 fluid ounces for not quite an ounce, but this is only 10 bucks I found at Marshall's. So you all have absolute free reign to call me a hypocrite. I'm calling myself one. I didn't want to do it. I don't enjoy Jaclyn Hill anymore. I'm not going to get into my issues with her, but I'm not a fan of her anymore. I used to be a really big one. I'm not anymore. So when she came out with stuff, I'm like, I'm not trying anything. Well, I'm a liar. I have her extra loose highlighter in extra, and it's actually what I'm wearing on this side of my face. I'm wearing 3 different highlighters, just so you know. I'll tell you which is which. This is extra, the loose. I also got the shade Spark and the shade Iced, which I've come to realize that this one is probably better suited. This is a little too yellow for my liking. However, I mean, I can probably still get away with it, but I mean, they're similar. The undertones are just slightly different. But this one is, I mean, it is kind of yellow, but I feel like if I put it on with a brush, it wouldn't be so severe. So we'll see. But so far, the extra, I'm loving. I think this is gorgeous. Damn you, Jaclyn. The next is the ELCIE Cosmetics Minimalist Mauve Series palette. I wanted the classic nude one. I couldn't find it though, and I didn't want to pay full price for it. So I got this one because it was brand new, and I don't remember how much I paid for it, but I got it off Macari. Really, really gorgeous. And the quality seems to be very, very nice. I used to love the ELCIE foundation, the Micro Silk. It was one of my favorites. I had the shade Vanilla. The next are 2 K-beauty products that I ordered from S.I.L.K. This is the White Grape Fresh Up Foundation, a lightweight foundation with grape extract that provides natural coverage while keeping skin hydrated. And I have the shade 23 Beige. And I also got this adorable Holika foundation. This is the Waterdrop Tinted Foundation. I have the shade Honey. I don't know anything about it because everything is in Korean on this one. Next is a skincare item. This is from the brand Versed. And this is the Skin Soak Rich Moisture Cream, made for dryness and aging skin. I found something very cool about this. So I saw a girl like rave about it on Instagram. I don't follow her, but I don't know why she popped up in my feed. But anyway, she said this was great. So I went and looked at the ingredient list like I normally do, but I went to their website to look. And all brands need to do this. Every ingredient you could click on and it would tell you what it does. I think that's genius. Like, why don't more people do that? So I'm already a fan of this because they're very transparent in their ingredients and what goes into their stuff, and I'm very excited to try this. So next is a few things from MAC. To just had their big 21 Days of Beauty sale, and these were like $12.50 each. And as per usual, these are all pretty similar, but we have Melba over here, which is like a cult classic. The middle we have Fleur Power, and then Peaches over here. They're all matte. I'm very excited. I'm a big fan of their mineralized blushes, and I've always wanted to try Melba because everybody always raves about how amazing this is, so now I can. I also got other things from MAC, but from the MAC website. I have two highlighters. Again, cult classic. This is Soft and Gentle. This is Lightscapade. Why did I use those two fingers? Anyway. And I mean, Soft and Gentle looks amazing. Lightscapade, I can't say that, is a little more like subdued and powdery almost. It's something that would probably be like a setting powder. I'll have to be careful, but I mean, that's pretty much what it is. Another palette is from Cinema Secrets, and that is the brand that makes our amazing Cinema Secrets brush cleaner. I've also gotten this. And this was on sale again on their website. And this is the Ultimate Eyeshadow 5-in-1 Pro palette in No. 1 Natural. And they're all matte. Comes with like a little brush that I'm not sure if I'll ever use. It looks like a nicer quality than most, but just a very, very, very basic neutral palette. I love that kind of thing. So, and I've always wanted to try like their makeup because I love their brush cleaner. So now I can. I ordered this, not because I needed it. I have a almost whole bottle, but something is going on here. Like it's separated. Has anybody had this issue with Cinema Secrets? It looks like something was poured in it. This is like, I've had a ton of these and this has never happened. So honestly, I have no idea what happened. So if this has happened to you, let me know, because otherwise nobody's pouring stuff into my makeup. Now I can throw that away and I have a new one. No more eyeshadow palettes. We have the Melt Cosmetics 420 palette. I haven't heard much about this palette. I've heard a handful of channels that I watched say they didn't like it, it wasn't good. But I mean, this is like my favorite kind of color scheme. And the best part is there's only one metallic. That's fine with me. I could give a shit about metallics. I used this palette today, like a bunch of the shades, and it's gorgeous from what I can tell. So I'm not really sure. Maybe they just didn't have good luck. Maybe it was one of like the bad batches. I don't know, but I thought it worked really nice. Next is from bPerfect Cosmetics, and that is the brand that puts out all those Carnival palettes, Stacey Marie Carnival palettes. This is the Manifest palette. It's gorgeous. Like, it's huge. Like, I love it. However, I went in today to use this palette for this video. This one was incredibly disappointing, and this was like one of the reasons I loved this palette. It's just like a fun pop that but still goes with everything. It wasn't that saturated. I was kind of bummed. It does have two pressed glitters in here, which is fine with me. This kind of broke in transit. I'm still gonna mess around with it. This shade actually can be used as a really nice highlighter, kind of like that really nice champagne shade. But I'm gonna, again, play with this a bit more. I mean, maybe this is just like the random crappy shade in here. I'm not giving up on it because, I mean, I used this shade as well. It was gorgeous. I used this too, but the one thing also that bothered me was this didn't layer well on top of that, even though it's darker. If you know what I'm talking about, sometimes if you put a darker on top of a lighter shadow, it almost like repels it. This kind of did that. So I was like, So maybe I'll have better luck minus this shade. Maybe this is just the odd man out in this palette. So a little bummed, but I'm still excited to try it because there's still a bunch in there I haven't tried. Next is a body oil, and this is the Body Glow Natasha Denona stuff. This is really pretty. I didn't even know she had these. And I have the shade Light, and I mean, it's really, really nice. It has a hint of coverage to it, I guess you could say. It's gorgeous, and it dries, so you don't sit here and you're like still all slippery and everything. So that's exciting. Next up is one I'm kind of bummed about, and I might pass on because I can't return it. It's the Ritual Defy Ghost Light Rare Light Luminizer. I'm more not thrilled with the color because it's basically purple, and the swatches I looked up did not look that way. I don't know if you can really tell, but it's not crazy purple, but I just don't see how this is like universal, and I think it's supposed to be. Yeah, it's like a cream formula, like, I don't know. It feels fine. Maybe if I like blend it out, it'll be better. I don't know. I'm not like thrilled with the shade, so I'm kind of bummed about that because those are not cheap. The next is from Doll Beauty, and this is like a big UK brand, and I've been dying to try their highlighters, and I got this from Beauty Bay. I'm wearing this shade Like a Diamond on this side. It does have like a little bit of undertone that I can see like a stripe-ish, like taupey stripe, I guess, on that side. This is called Shine Bright, this one. They're very, very pretty, and I'll definitely, I might try to like apply them like with a sponge or something. I can probably get away with both of them, more so this one like summer, but I'm excited for both because the next is from Cosmetics. I'm a big fan of this brand. This is the Heaven's Glow Faded Clementine, and it almost seems like it could be a highlighter. It's not. This is like totally a blush and totally a gorgeous orangey, nudie kind of shade. And it does have a bit of like a satin finish. I don't mind that at all. I was worried it was gonna be like too highlightery and I wouldn't like it, but no, it's really pretty and I'm very excited to try it. Next is a brand new product and I'm excited to try everything, okay? Just leave me alone. This is the Bear With Me Luminous Tinted Skin Serum from NYX. I have the shade Light. Again, the shade range was very minimal and I wasn't sure which one to get. I ordered this from Ulta, so I definitely want to do a video on this. I haven't felt it or anything at all. So, I mean, this looks like very insanely light. Ooh, it has a very, very similar feel as the Milk makeup. It's a bit sticky though. So I don't know, I have to mess with it. The shade might be okay because it's supposed to be like a kind of translucent serum kind of finish. So I don't know, I'm gonna mess around with it and see if I can make it work. Otherwise, I'll just grab another shade. And maybe even just keep this one to maybe thin out other foundations that I want more of a lighter coverage. I don't know, we'll see. Two more from Cosmetics. These are the serum blushes. It doesn't say on here. I have Peachy Peach and then Pink Nectar, which was like, I'm pretty sure this one was like all the rage. So these have like the droppers, like a glass bottle and stuff. So I mean, it's worth it, but at the same time, I'm like, ooh. But that's what Afterpay and Klarna and all that crap is for. And these definitely have more of like a wet kind of finish. So, and again, I mean, I'll have to just see if I can get away with putting it just on my skin and then setting it. I don't normally do that, but I mean, I guess I should start because I have a ton of cream blushes magically. Speaking of, I grabbed one of the new Mellow Cosmetics cream blush lights in Honey Thief. I'm wearing this today, and I actually did put this on top of my powder and it was fine. I used like a stippling brush and it went on gorgeous. Oh my god, this is like my dream color. It's a lot more opaque than you think it's going to be because when you look at it, it almost looks like it'll just be like a lip balm or something. No. Like this is really gorgeous. The next is a blush from a brand called Cathy Doll, and this is again from S.I.L.K. It's a UK beauty brand, and it's the shade 03 Choco Apricot, and it's the Cotton Matte Blusher. This is oddly dark, like a lot darker than I thought it was going to be. Now again, I haven't tried it or anything, but it feels amazing, and I mean the color is gorgeous. Okay, so it's not too much deeper than Honey Thief, honestly. And when you're applying it with a brush, obviously it'll sheer out more, but yeah, really, really pretty. The next is another K-beauty brand. This is called Romand, and it's their Better Than Cheek blush in number 2. This is very, very light, but I'm not gonna jump to the conclusion it's too light because I've had blushes that look really, really light and they go on and they're gorgeous, so I'm still definitely gonna try this. Last K-beauty product. This is so cute, I could die. It's called the Milk Touch My Cheek blush in number 3 Sweet Grapefruit. It's in a milk carton. The packaging of this is gorgeous. It's got like that rubbery matte kind of texture, and it feels just like the Patrick Ta blushes, which feel incredible. Like, it's one of the silkiest blushes I've ever felt. It's a bad swatch, but really, really pretty. I'm gonna throw this away now. So the next one is from Cinema Secrets. This is the Ultra Lucent Illuminating Powder in Pearl. It's just a loose powder. It also has that like wet metallic kind of look, which I really, really like. So I'm actually okay that it's kind of glittery because it's so fine that it works. The next is from Ben Nye, not to be confused with Bill Nye. I don't think they're related. This is the Lumiere Ultra Luxe Loose Powder. It's in the shade Ultra Bright. Actually, this is the one that's really glittery. This one wasn't that glittery. This one is. It's still very, very fine, and probably one that I probably wouldn't really shy away from. I would probably use this like on my eyes or inner corner or something. In fact, I didn't do that today, so I'm gonna try that right now. It's pretty serious. Ooh. Now I wonder how it's gonna stay throughout the day because glitter tends to fall off us a little faster than really finely milled stuff. So we'll see. It's really pretty though. All right, the next is another K-beauty brand. This is the Epois Full Shot Glam Highlighter in Carrot Island #1. You get a ton in here too. Again, this was from YesStyle. And I thought the way it feels similar to a brand that I was like, this feels weird, but it's not. It actually goes on a lot better than I thought it was going to. Wow, that's gonna be insane. Ooh, I'm really excited now. The next is from Inklot, and again, this is from Camera Ready Cosmetics. This is their, now I've gotten one of these before, but I got a small one, and it was called the Intense Sparkler for face and body or something. And this is the Soft Sparkler, and it's in the shade, maybe Soft Sparkler is the actual shade name, but it's the face and body highlighter. While it has a tiny bit of gold, it's really very, very light. It's not gonna be too gold. It's way better than the other one. The other one I was so annoyed about because it was just like weird sparkles. I don't know, it was just weird. It was like unusable as a highlighter, really anything. The next is from Mayron, and this is a very like old school professional TV movie makeup kind of brand. This is their Highlight Pro palette in Cool. They had a warm one, but it looked like all the shades were kind of deep, so I was like, I don't want to get it and not be able to use it. So these actually feel really nice. Now, unfortunately, I won't use this one because it's purple, but these two I think I could probably really get away with. Or not, I'm really not sure. One's definitely more on the white side, and then this is still kind of pink, but maybe I can get away with it. But worst comes to worst, I can pass it on or something. The next is from Natasha Denona, and this is what's on my nose. This is the Super Glow highlighter in One Fair. I did get the medium too, it just didn't get here yet because, again, I really wasn't sure, but I'm obviously this one is more than fine. This one also has that really cool kind of veil effect about it. Like, it's not pure powder, like it's very translucent, but very noticeable. You get a ton. Then we have a brand new one from Tarte, which I never really buy from, honestly, but this intrigued me. This is the Shape Tape Glow Powder in Sunlit. I think they have like 3 or 4 shades. And they have a mini one, but I don't know what shade the mini one is, so I didn't get it. But this is very pretty. But I also think this is more of a like face powder, it kind of reminds me of the Makeup Revolution Pro Skin Finish. And yeah, it's actually kind of similar. So Revolution Pro is up here and the Tarte's down here. So you could definitely get away with this as a very subtle highlight or all over. But again, I'm gonna use it in a video and we'll see if it looks silly or not. The last makeup item is the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in Anywhere Caffeine, number 600. I have a red one and I have this one, which is one of my favorites, Boundless Bisque, that I use like in my waterline. But this is like a gorgeous kind of nude taupe. You can use it anywhere, lips, eyes, whatever. I have it on my lips today and I have it as my eyeliner. And it's just a really nice kind of neutral brown, nudie brown shade, I guess. But it's not too dark or too brown, which is why I really, really like it. There's another nude one that I want to that's always sold out. I can't remember what it's called, but I really want to try that one too. And the last few things I got are some brushes. So the first brush is from Melanie Mills, and I'm pretty sure she's like she does like fake tan stuff. And apparently she has brushes. So I think this is a highlighting brush. This is the MM04. So I guess it could actually be like a contour or highlighting brush, or even like a blush brush, honestly. But yeah, I thought it looked really nice and it wasn't that expensive, so I grabbed it. Next is again from Mayron. I'm very excited to try this because I don't usually use my stippling eye brushes. This is the BL05 brush, and I'm intrigued to see what this does because, again, I don't usually use brushes like this. And the last one is from Royal & Langnickel. This is the Silk Pro crease brush in BC430, I think it's the name. And it just is a fluffy crease brush. I'm not really sure why I ordered this because there's really nothing special about it right off the bat. Maybe I'll change my mind, I'm not sure, but I'll give it a try, why not? And finally, last but not least, if you've made it this far, you have a chance to win a really fun giveaway. I'm not gonna go through everything. I'm pretty much sick of talking about stuff, but I will show a picture on the screen so you can see what you could win. In order to be eligible, you have to be subscribed to my channel and leave a comment below with the pink bow emoji. And and which of these products that I've gone through today, which was your favorite, which do you want to see the most, something about something you saw in this video. Again, it has to have the pink bow emoji to be entered to win, and you have to be subscribed to my channel. For all other details, make sure you check the description box for the cutoff day and all the other crap. Oh, that was it. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye.